show. We think so, at least.
Hope so. We're going to bring you up to date on the comic news.
We're going to tell you how you can reach the comic pros through your home computer.
It's going to be cool.
It will be.
Okay.
And we have an interview with Detective Comics artist Graham Nolan,
who also is the creator of Bane.
That's right.
Yes.
We're going to review and preview all of the latest books out and coming out. And Steve's going to tell you what our new rating system is.
Okay. Last time we figured it was a little bit confusing with the 5-star rating, so this time we kept it really easy. It's a 3 rating. It's either good, okay, or ugly, like him.
I knew that was
okay. I guess I get to start it.
Okay, we'll do. Well,
No.
we're going to do our. First, we're going to do our This
News.
Week in Comics. We've got some news that I spend a week digging up each week, and it's a pain in the butt. Okay, first we've got Valiant has a new 3D process that is supposed to eliminate the red and blue lines that you see on most 3D comics. The glasses will be separate. They'll be only if you want them. You can actually read the book without anything.
Do you have to purchase the glasses?
Yeah, they're going to be a few bucks, but you don't need them. You can read the book without it. This is, let's see, Solar 29 is going to be the first one to come out with this. And Neil Adams was so excited about this new process that he's doing a cover for Valiant in one of their books.
Cool. Okay, according to reports, issue number 75 of Marvel's Excalibur will be the final edition. There will be a report. There also is a report that Conan will be no longer in existence. They're going to pull him off the market, and I'm not too happy about that.
It's
still iffy.
It's still iffy. I mean, it's still out there, still selling. There's also early reviews of the Fantastic Four movie, which I've heard are pretty dookie-ish. It's compared to the Captain America movie, which everybody who's ever seen it.
Dookie-ish.
It's Captain America movie is goofy, plain and simple. I mean, I thought it was kind of good, but it was goofy. They've pushed back the release date to late September, October, because they're still working on the special effects too.
Get this one. Rob Liefeld, writer of Youngblood and other books, has apparently resigned from Extreme and quit comics altogether to pursue an acting career, something we will never do, obviously. We're not sure if that's a joke or if it's real, so we'll keep you informed, see what's up.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm scared.
Hard to believe.
Okay, and lastly this week, here's a rundown of the new movies that are coming out, announced that are in production, whatever. We got Model by Day, which was an independent book by Kevin Taylor. It's in production, starring Star Trek The Next Generation's perfect mate, Famke Janssen. Doctor Strange is being planned with Wes Craven directing. Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman, everybody's been reading all about it. I mean, I had this written before it was all in the newspapers. But this show is going to air later. That's going to be in. And Dean Cain, a former Buffalo Bill, is starring as Superman. Terry Hatcher is going to be Lois. Others in the playing stage include Trouble with Girls, Faust, Aliens vs. Predator, and Richie Rich. And that's it for the news this week.
Okay.
And we're going to get into our reviews. Steve is going to start out with review number 1.
Okay. My review number 1 is Wildcats Trilogy number 1. Jay Lee did the art, Joe Chiodo did colors, and Deborah Marvin is the editor. When a man called Lonely, a lonesome drifter, betrays his only friend Grifter, Dakota, it's up to the Wildcats and Sister Zealot to rescue him. But will they be in time? It's from Image. It sells for $2.50, and I gave it a 2 rating.
Okay.
All
2
right.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Medium. Okay.
Medium.
Okay. Oh, I've got to get a little disclaimer I'm going to give because I've gotten some reports that we deal in. My books are alternative, mature stuff usually. So I just want to let everybody know that sometimes there's sexual situations, nudity, profanity, but I also am doing stuff like Richie Rich, Casper, Flintstones, all that kind of stuff.
Versatile.
So we're trying to appeal to everybody, which of course we won't be able to do when we're giving it a shot. Okay, my first book this week is Lost in Space, Voyage to the Bottom of the Soul, number 1 from Innovation. It's $2.95 printed on medium stock paper. Bill Mumy, who was in the TV show, I think, is the writer, and Michael Dudkowitz does the art. I can't say I was totally pleased with this book. The art it's a little different, sketchy. I'm not sure what you compare it to. It's pretty realistic, though. People look like they did on the show. The story isn't bad, but the sketchiness bugs me of the whole thing. It looks like it was done with colored pencils. Add all that up, it's mediocre. If you like the TV show, you might like the book because they're exploring marriage, God, sex, and other things that you didn't see on the show. If you want to try it, try it. I wouldn't, but you can try it.
All right. I liked Penny.
I give it a 2 then. 2, medium. It's good. Not bad, but it's not ugly.
Okay, for my second one, I did Maximum Carnage, The Awesome Conclusion. Tom DeFalco is the writer, John Caslisa is the colors, and Danny Fingerroth is the editor. Anybody who's been following this series, it's a 14-part series. This has got to be the best series that the Spider-Man Venom Carnage series has ever done. If you haven't followed it, go to the store and definitely get all 14 parts. This one I gave a top rating to, and it's a 3. No doubt.
Oh, my God, Steve.
Oh, my God.
You're amazing. Okay, my next one this week is Vertigo Jam. This is from DC Vertigo. This is number 1. It's $3.95. It's printed on a pretty good paper. It's a little better than newsprint. I think it's a form of newsprint. It's a collection of short stories. Vertigo titles like Swamp Thing, Animal Man, Doom Patrol. There's 7 short stories in it. They're all geared towards the adults. I wasn't impressed with most of them. They were okay. Swamp Thing was good. Doom Patrol story was good. Animal Man was pretty good. They were decent stories, but I could live without the entire thing overall. If you want to check out what Vertigo has, this is the way to do it. You get 7 stories. There's only a couple pages of ads. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother again.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, for my third and final book, I did Aliens Predator, The Deadliest of the Species. Diana Schultz was the editor, Scott Tice designer, and H.R. Geiger, original alien design. Now this one, it's sort of a little bit confusing at the beginning, but once you start to read it, you get into it. They don't show any of the alien yet. It's all Predator, but it's sort of building up to a really, really interesting storyline. Now this is a 14-part series, and I would definitely guarantee this would probably be the hottest Alien Predator series out there. Buy it, I gave it a top rating.
I got 2 mediocres. Steve's got a top,
2 tops.
2 tops. I believe I read that there's supposed to be somewhere down the road an Aliens Predator movie.
Yes.
Somewhere. In fact, I thought it was this year it was coming out.
It's supposed to come out in December.
Okay. My last one this week is Bone, number 9. This is by Jeff Smith. It's $2.95, black and white, and it's from Cartoon Books in California. This one is real hard to review. I thought it was okay, but it's not something I would myself personally get again. There are many people who like this book, and it's growing in popularity, so I figured I'd give it a decent plug. It's been compared to Pogo by Walt Kelly. It's cute, can be read by anyone, any age, and probably enjoyed by most people, but I'm different than most people. So, it's a comic book like they used to make, the old kind of clean stuff. It's like a Casper kind of thing, with a nice continuing story in it. And this one's about Grandma racing a super cow, not a stupid cow. Dave Sim put a good spot in one of his Cerebus books because he thought that this stuff was great. So I personally wouldn't buy it again, but I think you should buy it because it's not a bad book. Give it a shot.
I read it. I thought it was funny.
You like anything.
Yeah, I like anything.
All right. Okay, we're off to our rattle off a whole bunch of books that we've read recently kind of thing. This is this is one of our flyers. You see this in one of your stores, pick it up. If you don't see it,
it will be there soon.
And tell them you want it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Is that it? Oh, that's it for that. Okay, I'm ready. We've got our rattle off a bunch here. This first one this week is Negative Burn. Goes either way. Number 1, this is from Caliber Press. It's similar to the Vertigo Jam. There's 7 short stories. Flaming Carrot and Kilroy is here are the best. I'm having problems here. It's okay. Give it a shot. Next one is Sandman Mystery Theater, number 6 from Vertigo. It's not a bad story, but I'd pass it the second time around. Next, 8 Ball, number 10 from Fantagraphics Books. You must read the first 9 issues to understand anything, and I'm not about to read them. Big Donut here. Only 1 funny page, 1 story. Adults only. Hellblazer number 64 from Vertigo. It's excellent. Excellent story. Art's pretty good. Definitely try this one. Definitely get it. This is Vent number 1 from Vent Publications. A bunch of stories. I thought John Hardiman's was the funniest. It's available at Village Green. I don't know if anybody else has it. It's adults only. Try it. John Hardiman's in Buffalo. This is made in New York City. It's put it out in New York City, but John Hardiman's from Buffalo, so pick it up. Next one. This is, yes it is, it's Vampirilla number 1 from Harris Comics. I believe you saw this cover recently. This is a second printing copy I'm holding in my hand, getting smudge marks on. It's the beginning of the color series. Nice cover, good storyline. Read them all. Next, John Byrne's Next Men number 15 from Dark Horse. It's okay. Art is okay. Something's missing. I don't like it. And last but not least, this is Hate number 12. This is a fantastic book. Hate is great. I don't care what you say. It's adult material. Only get it.
I liked it. Okay, for mine, I don't know if I can top his. I'm going to start with Punisher. Yes, Firefight. This typical Punisher story, if you like Punisher, buy it. If you don't bother. Monster. This follows in the 3 stories, Ghost, X. This is the 4th one. I liked it. I definitely buy it. Turek, starting the whole thing over again. Dinosaurs again, calling them back to kill them back, same as the first one. Predator Race War. Now this is starting to heat up. The first 2 were, okay, but now it's starting to get a little better. Yeah, I would recommend it. Dark Angels, this is what I got to say about this one. Avengers, Countdown. This one, well, this one was, so-so. I wouldn't probably waste my money on it, and I probably wouldn't read it again. And this one, Meteor Man, coming out to a theater, supposed to be in August. Supposed to be very funny, and I would definitely highly recommend this one.
I think there's ads for that one out.
Yes, there are ads for that one out already.
Okay, and last week, Steve mentioned that he was going to be doing a hero review, but he lied as usual. So I'm doing Comic Scene, which is right here in front of you. This mag is a bit pricey. It's $4.95, but it's printed on glossy paper and it contains many colored photos. There's a good story about Dominatrix, which is on the cover here. This is a book I previewed last week. There's also supposedly the last interview with Brandon Lee in here. There's a decent story about whether comics are really worth collecting, worth more than the paper they're printed on. There's an interview with artist Don Heck. Overall, it's not a bad book, but there's no price guides, and most of the ads are either Star Trek related or models of Star Trek people. If you're looking for an article on a specific subject, this might be a good place to look. It's got good stories, but it's expensive. So, within the next few weeks, we're going to be doing The Hero, a Comic Buyer's Guide, Arena, Overstreet, all of them that we can think of, all of them that we can find. Okay, what do we have next on our list here? We've got, our weekly, yes.
Our weekly top 6.
Our weekly top 6.
Okay, this week, we're going to start with, at number 6, Dark Horse Comics' Greatest World. Now, anybody who collects it is going to find out it sort of previews a little bit of Dark Horse's comics, each of them. Number 5, X Factor, hot-selling book. Number 4, Superman, number 50. This one's supposed to be a hot seller. Go out and get it. Number 3, Deadpool, number 2. I just read it. Couldn't put it down. Definitely. Number 2, Pitt, number 2. Definitely go get Pitt, number 2. Anybody who follows comics should go get Pitt, number 2. And number 1, last but not least, Batman, number 18, the Nightfall series. Go out and get it. Highly recommend it.
These are not our picks. These are based on store sales and customer requests and such. We don't pick those ones.
Nope.
Okay, now we're getting into our previews for the coming books.
Yes.
This is what we're going to call our quick picks, and you can go first, Steve.
Okay, I'm going to start with my first one, Robin Collector's Edition number 1. In the wake of the events of Nightfall, the new Batman banishes Robin from the Batcave, leaving Drake to strike out on his own. It sells for $2.95, and I would definitely get this one.
All right. Okay, my first preview this week is Jack Kirby's Teen Agents number 1. It's $2.95 color, done by Busiek, Vokes, and Beatty. Teen Agents were born in a subterranean inner city and are sworn to defend it. It looks pretty good. I don't think Kirby would let any junk be published, so this is a good one to check out. Issue number 2 is about grunge monsters and sounds kind of funny.
They're cool.
They listen to grunge music. One should be out this month, and 2 should be out in September.
All right, number 2. Something I'd also like to mention, if you notice me and Mike are wearing hats, yes, I'm wearing Carnage. He's wearing the Beast. These are new out on the market. Most of the comic book stores carry them, so if you like your favorite character, talk to a comic book store, and maybe they can order it and get it for you. Okay, my second one, I'm going with Spawn number 16. Grant Morrison scripts the special issue involving Jason Wyan, Al Simmons' old boss in a small town, becomes a porthole for the gates of hell. It sells for $2.50, and I would definitely get this one.
All right.
All right, Michael.
All right, my second one this week is from Atomica. It's Damian Clark, The Living Dead. Looks pretty good. Clark is a dick, not a dick, but he's a dick because he's a private eye.
Private detective.
That's what they call him. So he goes out and where does he do? Oh, he ends up in England on a case where he discovers the dead don't want to stay dead.
Why not?
I don't know. It's 350. This issue is this is issue 1 of 2, and it should be out in August. Kill them. They won't stay dead.
That damn private detective. Okay, for my third one, I'm going Hellstorm, number 8. In a 6-part story, Hellstorm goes to unfamiliar territory, heaven, to get answers he's been searching for all his life. This one sells for $1.95, and this sounds pretty interesting. I think I'd pick this one up myself.
I think I hurt my hands. Bog the Frog, number 1, is coming. He's hopping your way. They almost killed him when he was a tadpole, but now he's lean, green, killing machine. He's ready for vengeance. He wields a sword and 6-foot ton. Woo. He should be hopping in stores any day now. It looks funny. Ask your store owner if they have Bog on order, and if they don't, tell them to get it. It's $1.95, and it looks like it might be fun. So go get it.
Sounds
all right.
Good.
All right, we've got these are our convention mentions, upcoming shows in the area.
Yeah.
First up, we got the continuing Star Trek exhibit over at the museum, which we plan on sometime getting there before it's over and getting some video of it so we can show you.
Yeah. The second Wednesday of each month, Knights of St. John Hall on Union and Williams Streets in Cheektowaga holds a card and comic show. It's mostly cards, but there are some comics there, so anybody who's interested, hey, cruise on down and check it out.
All right, and Steve will finish.
Possibly one of the biggest shows to hit the area will be held September 18th and 19th at the Erie County Fairground. It's supposed to be one of the largest comic book and card shows in Western New York, so hit it. Make sure you show up.
I smell horses.
Me too.
Okay, if you'd like a show mentioned at the convention mention, or if you have comments, suggestions, anything else that you'd like us to put on the air, you send us a note, we might read it and send you all kinds of free things. We want mail, damn it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Send it to the address that's going to be on your screen any second now. It's probably plastering our face right now.
Right across our face.
And we're going to get on to, I've got a little story about how you can meet industry pros using your home computer.
Cool.
This is interesting. Okay, this week I'll be doing a short piece on bulletin board systems. They're BBS is known, for short. They're everywhere. You need at least a home computer, or you can, if you're at work, you can use theirs. As long as you have a modem, and it's got to be at least 2,400 baud. If you don't know what those things are, find out, because you need to know. There's quite a few national systems out there. There's Delphi, Prodigy, CompuServe, some other big ones that I can't think off the top of my head, and they, America Online, and they charge you by the minute or by the hour. You can talk to other people. There's thousands of people on there. You can talk to them. You can talk to other people. Locally, you can tap into Darkstar BBS, which is free. I mean, they have a pay system, but you get 1 hour free every day. And you can talk to people such as Steve Gerber, Steve Grant, who is currently writing The Punisher and Spectacular Spider-Man, James Hudnall, who works with the Ultraverse. There's many other, Len Straczewski, I think his name is. He's from Ultraverse. And there's many others. The system is free. There's also internet access available through the local Freenet system. They have most of the local forums available. There's a couple I'm trying to give. There's a Batman, Superman one. In addition, through the use of some of these systems, I may be able to get in touch with Bone creator Jeff Smith, Antarctic Press publishers, and many other people. There's a wealth of information available. You can talk to these people. If you don't know how to do it, give us a write here, and we'll tell you how.
We'll inform you.
Yep. Within the next few weeks, we're also going to be doing some other computer-related stuff on computer databases for your what are they? They're books. For your book collection.
There you go.
And,
not card, but book collection.
Yeah, your books. All right. And what are we up to now?
Now, what we hope you've been waiting for, an interview with Detective Comics and artist Graham Nolan.
We met Graham at Queen City recently, a few weeks back. All the hype surrounding Batman and Batman getting his back broken and everything. You think there'd be, all kinds of press there to get him, but there wasn't. We were the only local
ones.
The local major press to get an interview with Graham. There was a line of people, and Graham was real nice to.
And here, yes, Stickman decided to fly in something. This is one of Graham Nolan's works, right here.
Graham was real nice to talk to.
Very nice guy.
We'll let you go and take a look and see what.
Thank you, Stickman.
See what Steve had to say.
Interviewing Graham Nolan from
the Dark Knight series. Graham,
Yes.
Nightfall series, I'm sorry. What was the first thing you worked on?
First thing for Nightfall, you mean?
First thing in general.
Well, the first professional thing I ever sold was New Talent Showcase to DC about 8 years ago. It was a comic book to showcase new people and trying to break into the industry. So that was the first thing that I did.
And the Nightfall series, I got a question. This is going to be an interesting question.
All right.
At the end
We'll
of
be the judge of that.
At the end of the Nightfall series, is Batman going to be able to come back? Is Bruce Wayne going to be able to come back as Batman? And if he does, is there going to be a fight for the original cape package for Batman?
Well, I don't know if we have plans yet to bring Bruce back as Batman. Right now, it's we're sticking with Azrael, and we're gonna just take a wait and see attitude as far as what we're gonna do. Bruce won't be out of the picture. I mean, he plays a predominant role in the Night Quest series, which takes place immediately right after Nightfall. So you can't count Bruce out, but as far as him getting back the mantle of Batman again, that's up in the air. We have no plans yet as far as to bring him back. So for the now and the future, Azrael will be Batman.
Do you think Azrael is going to be just as good as Batman, or better?
Nobody can be as good as Batman.
Do you think that this will be a good series from Batman 500 up?
Oh yeah. I mean, if people have enjoyed Nightfall, they'll enjoy Night Quest, if not more, because there's a lot more vistas that we're going to be opening up and exploring with Azrael and with Bruce Wayne. Because like I said, Bruce isn't out of the picture. He just is, well, Night Quest basically is about Bruce chasing after somebody gets kidnapped in the next issue of Detective Comics, which will be out in a couple weeks. Sneak. Yeah, by many. And so Bruce is tracking down the kidnappers and this individual. So that's what begins Night Quest. So Bruce is still in the picture. And what's really neat is you're gonna get to see Bruce Wayne acting really tough as just Bruce Wayne. I mean, here's this guy who just got his back broken. He's wheeling around in a wheelchair, and then the next issue of Detective Comics, he takes out two guys with fully automatic weapons. So that's how tough this guy is.
That should be
so it's really neat.
Do you think the Bane series is going to be a hot seller too?
Well, it's already been out. I mean, you're talking about Vengeance of Bane?
The Vengeance of Bane.
It's a sellout. It's already sold out. They've gone back for a second printing, and if the second printing sells out, they'll go back to 3. There's plans right now for a Vengeance of Bane 2, which will, after all this in Nightfall culminates, the Vengeance of Bane 2 will pick up where it left off.
Do you have any other future plans of any other characters, or?
Oh, well, I'm going to be on Detective for a while now. I have a Metamorpho miniseries coming out at the end of the month as well. And I've got some designs and some ideas and projects that I've been working on of my own, that I may pitch later on down the road. But I have no desire to leave the Batman books at this point. I'm having too much fun.
Okay, I'm stumped. I don't know what else to ask.
Uh-oh, he's hit a roadblock.
I hit a roadblock.
Okay, so...
Graham, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for the interview. So long, fellas.
Wasn't that a great interview?
That was great.
Graham's a nice guy. We hope to get him on here live talking with us soon.
We're going to try.
It's about all the time we have for this show.
Tune in next week to catch up what's happening in the comic book world.
All the previews, reviews, and everything else that we usually do.
We know there are people watching, so please write if you have any comments or upcoming shows or any conventions that you'd like mentioned.
We will try and read your letters on the air. And until next week, go out, buy some comics, read some comics, and remember, they're not just for kids. They're not just for collecting and making money off of. Quick thanks to Jim, our cameraman and production and everything. Jim Bett, he made these pretty mics for us.
Yes.
Are we going to do this, or are we going to wait?
Yeah, let's do the contest. What the heck?
For anybody that's waited this long and still watching, we've got a first contest. We want you to take our logo or a facsimile similar to it and create a mascot for us. Create a mascot, send it to us, photocopy of it, and we'll send you all kinds of free stuff. Yeah. Or we'll make you come down here and get all kinds of free stuff.
Put on our show. And another thing we'd like to say is we did slap Stickman around for throwing comic book like that. Do not treat your comic books like that. Take care of them.
Okay, when you patronize your local comic shop,
tell them you saw it on COMX-TV.
Peace.
Peace.
See you next week.
later.
I had to be. All my friends were telling me I had the image wrong. She was on the corner and was tricking me along. I confronted her and she would giggle and deny. I guess I should have trusted her before she said goodbye. That's the story of my life, accusing and inept. Count 'em on a finger, all the promises I kept. I had a girl and she was good to me. Every star I dreamed of she would try.